A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Sports Tonight. This is the midweek edition of the show. Promises to be exciting, fun-filled as always. We'd like to apologize for starting just a little behind schedule. Of course, it's just in our bid to make sure that you are getting us clean and clear in the best way possible. So thank you for having us, and we will make the most of the opportunity you've given unto us to be a part of your evening. My name is Tony Ibitoye. I want to start by quickly introducing to you those starting off the show with me tonight. And I can also tell you that we have quite an impressive lineup of guests, of persons on the program tonight. But starting off tonight, my immediate right, Tolu Olorunmoteni, is on the show this midweek. Tolu, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Pleasure to be here once again.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Of course, you know the guy far right, the proverbial Onye Uchiwachuku is on the show, and I'm sure he has plenty of proverbs for us tonight on the show. But we are happy to have Onye join us on Sports Tonight. Onye Uchiwachuku is the news editor of Sporting Life, joins us on Sports Tonight as well. Onye, good to have you on Sports Tonight. I think you should just start off the show with proverbs.
I told you, thanks for having me.
All right, so you are in for a swell time. Well, along the line, we'll be talking plenty of football on the domestic scene. I beg your pardon, Dumnadio Konta will be coming in at some point on the show. And then later on Sports Tonight, we have a special guest who will be talking to us about a unique kind of football that is being introduced into Nigeria. And I'm sure it's catching up very fast. It's five-a-side football. It's not futsal. It is called football fives. I'm sure you want to find out about it. We have plenty to talk about around football fives on the program tonight. And the man who should know about football fives in Nigeria, the person bringing it down, the franchise for football fives in Nigeria, will be on our show tonight to explain to Nigerians what this is all about, particularly if you are an amateur footballer. That is, you're not a professional footballer, you're an amateur. This is for you. So get ready to be a part of the show when we come to that time when we're talking about football fives on Sports Tonight. So thank you for joining us. Let's tell you that in line with our plan, 2015 is going to be very key. Feedback is going to be huge on Sports Tonight. We've told you this before, that this year is feedback year. We would like to hear from you because you are as key to us on Sports Tonight as those of us sitting on this side of the divide. And we want you to send us your opinion to issues as we raise them on the program tonight. Facebook, Twitter, you are aware. You know all these handles if you are a regular watcher of Sports Tonight. But in case you are watching for the first time, those platforms are there for you to reach us on the program tonight. And as you tweet, add those handles. Don't forget to hashtag Sports Tonight. Hashtag Sports Tonight. And remember, for those of you who have been sending us questions that you want to watch on YouTube, you want to follow channels on all the devices that you have, on iPad, on iPhone, on BlackBerry, whatever device you have, what you need to do is what you're seeing on your screen. Just go on to m.channelstv.com and you will be able to watch. You can also download the Channels app so that you can carry it wherever you go across the world, on Android, on Windows, on all those platforms, all those devices. I mean, they are increasing every day, and you want to carry channels with you. It's simple. Just do as you've seen on that screen, and you will be able to watch all the programs on Channels TV. And if you are watching out for Sports Tonight, just wait for 9 p.m. Nigerian time, plus or 1 minute. You will see us live, because we are truly international, guys. Truly international. And I remember we said something yesterday, that please just tell us when you send in those comments, if you are watching from outside of Nigeria, just tell us where you're watching from so that we will really get that feel. I mean, it feels good to know that people are watching you from across the world.
Definitely.
Doesn't it?
It does.
All right,
it does feel good.
We want that international feel. We really want it. All right, so please just tell us where you're sending your comments from, your tweets, or Facebook, Twitter, and just include where you're sending, where you're watching from, so that we can acknowledge you the right way on Sports Tonight. All right, so that's how we want to start off the show today. Let's go on a quick break. When we return from the break, these guys will be talking Nigerian football. What is going on around the Olympic team? We spoke about the Flying Eagles yesterday. We spoke about the Golden Eaglets. Today, we will be speaking about the Olympic team. Hopefully, we should be going to Abuja to talk to the media officer of the Dream Team. Let's find out exactly what is going on in the camp of the team after this timeout.
In Niger Republic in a few weeks' time. Then the under-20 will be in Senegal in March. Then for this team that you're talking about, the Olympic team, they are built to play Gabon in an All-African Games qualifier. So, and I think this team is very, very strategic because, you know, when you play for the under-23 team, you're as good as being in the national team. And Siasia has proved, you know, in the past, after he led the under-20 to the final of the World Youth Championship, then also 3 years later, he got to the final of the football event of the Olympic Games. So I think we need to put a lot of emphasis on this team. The NFF should help him because if this team is solid, then we know that in the next 5-10 years, we will have, you know, a regular supply of players to the national team. So I think everything should be done. Everything should be done in the right order for the coaching crew, you know, to produce a formidable squad from the All-African Games. Then it can dovetail to the Olympic Games.
Tolu, Oye says something that is very, very key for the Olympic team. It's like a Super Eagles team. Yeah. Because at that age, you're already a full international in most part of the world. Yes. But the issue with the Dream Team right now are the foreign-based players. A lot of them have been called up, but some of them are not able to come because they are busy with their clubs. But some names are standing out. And Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi is one of the names that is standing out. But before I come to you, Tolu, I'm told that we have Timi Ebikagboro joining us on the line now from Abuja. Timi Ebikagboro is the media officer of the Dream Team and is joining us on the line from Abuja on Sports Tonight. So let's cross over quickly to Abuja and get Timi to speak to us on the show tonight. Timi, thank you for joining us on Sports Tonight. Can you get us clear and loud?
I can get you loud and clear.
Okay, all right. So, all right, Timi, what exactly is going on in the camp of the Dream Team? What's happening? Can you give us a lowdown? We know camp opened a few days ago. What is the mood right now? How ready are you guys for the challenges ahead?
Well, the challenges ahead are very enormous. But of course, the coaching crew and the players are aware of what's at stake. They have been, because of that, I'm very sure the attitudes of the players and the coaches have shown that they know what's at stake. And I can tell you that Sunday, after Sunday, we had a full house. And by Monday morning, we had two of the invited professional players talking about Kari Amuze and Soti Katonda. But of course, we know that Paul Onwachi, the striker from Norway, will be joining us hopefully between Friday and Monday next week. So we're part of our friendly game against Tunisia. While, of course, Amin Umar from Turkey has told us that he won't be able to come right now because he has just changed his club side. And so based on that, he won't be able to make it. But with that aside, we have all the comments of our players, all of them, the home-based players, all invited, are all reported to camp, and I can tell you the train has been full blast.
Well, Timi, speak to us about Alex Iwobi. Of particular interest to us is Alex Iwobi because there are a lot of reports that we're reading online about England and Nigeria still battling it out for Alex Iwobi. And the story really is that Alex Iwobi appears like he has turned up for training.
Well, Alex Iwobi arrived in Nigeria this morning aboard the British Airways with his father and the manager talking about Emeka Obasi. And immediately, the funny thing you won't believe is that immediately he arrived at the airport. He didn't even go to the hotel. He moved straight to our training ground because we had our training as early as 6 this morning at the National Stadium practice pitch. Iwobi came in company of his father and his manager, and of course, having seen what was there, and of course, 2 hours later, he was in camp with the players, taking lunch and getting ready for the evening training. And this evening, he had the first feel of what the team is like. And when I spoke with him, he just said he has come to take a look at what Nigeria is going to offer him because England is also offering him an offer to play for them. He has played for the under 14s, under 15s, under 16s, but he has not played for the under 19 and 20. And of course, they're offering him an offer, a chance to play for England. But he has come to see what Nigeria is going to offer. And so far, so good. He seems impressed, and he thinks that Nigeria could just be his final port where he would ply his national trade. And so that's what Alex's concern is.
Timi, some people are expressing some kind of worry that, changing your allegiance, changing from playing for one country and then playing for another one takes a process. That are we not going to run foul of any of the rules of FIFA? Is it clear that this guy is ready to play for Nigeria? Are there going to be any issues if, for example, it turns up in our game against Gabon? Do we have any issues to worry about if we decide to field him against Gabon?
Well, don't forget that the rules are clear. If you have not played full international and you are within under an age bracket, such rules are not really rigid on you in where done of a new country. That said, Coach Tete has always insisted that all these players who have come, that not all of them will start against Gabon, but he wants to make them know that they're in his plans for the future engagement, and so all he needs to do is let him come. He wants to see them firsthand, assess them, and think that if he feels that they are part of his plan, then of course they will fall into a long-term plan for him. But for now, let them come, let him see. That's why when we had about almost 40 professional players coming, and he just chose only 4. And of course, even with he's still having doubts about here and there. When the time comes, he's been able to make the coaches, complete the coaches that he has what it takes to play for the dream team. Of course, the NFF. I think the NFF, they know what to do to make sure he plays for Nigeria.
Okay, let's talk about the players that we already know about and the plans of the coach. Timmy, what is the plan of what is the outline of your team? What is the program like? Gabon, I think, is next month. How are you planning to go about that game? Because there are reports that you want, the coach wants training outside of Nigeria. It's very easy at the moment. Can you clarify for us how you want to go about preparing for the game against Gabon?
Well, first and foremost, the NFF, after the Egypt friendly was cancelled, they immediately arranged a friendly match against Tunisia. So hopefully, all things being equal, will be departing for Tunis on Thursday next week with 21 players to go and play Tunisia. Tunisia on the 23 national team is a two-legged team. Both matches will be played in Tunisia, and then hopefully will be coming. The first game should be on the 24th of January, while the second leg will be 28th of January, both in Tunis. Then, of course, after that, we're arriving in Nigeria on 29th. And also, if we can secure the camping site in Turkey, we will move to Turkey to get our boys there in top shape. But if we can't, the coaches already have a mental picture of what they will have. Don't forget too that another team will also be on ground to play the Super 6. So we have the boys who have in camp right now. We'll divide into 2. Some will play the Super 6, while the others will go to Turkey, will go to Tunisia. And when we come back, the coaching crew will sit down, put their heads together, and of course select what they think will make Nigerians proud. Well,
Timmy Bikagboro, we must say a very big thank you to you for speaking to us on Sports Tonight. We wish the team the best of luck. Our special greetings to Samson Siasia, Fatai Amao, and the other coaches. We wish you the best of luck. The goal, of course, should be Olympic gold in Rio 2016.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we've been speaking to Timmy Bikagboro, the media officer of the Dream Team. So let me come to you very quickly. Timmy has clarified for us what the coach wants to do. It's an elaborate program. He wants the foreign-based players to know, look, you are in my plans. You may not play now, but we have you in mind for something bigger in the future.
And I think that is very important. They will feel important to the team. They will feel important to the nation. It's not just about the fact that Samson Siasia is sitting around the home-based players alone. He's also letting them know that he has plans for these guys. And what also caught my attention is the fact that we are set to have probably the team divided into 2.
The Super 6.
One will stay back for the Super 6, and the other will travel to Tunis. I think both sides, both set of players have a real chance to prove to the coaching crew that they deserve a final call-up. And that is where they really need to pay their attention to it. The other players who may not be with Samson Siasia should try as much as possible to impress the coaches on ground so that they can give Samson Siasia the kind of loaded feedback that will ensure that they get a place in the team.
Are you impressed with the way it has been outlined now? Somebody like Alex Iwobi, I'm amazed. And I think I'm wowed by his commitment. This is somebody who plays for the Arsenal youth side and has been able to travel down straight from the airport. He came to the training.
That is what impressed me most. He didn't go to his hotel.
Or stay back and say, look, I'm fatigued.
He just came straight in.
And he was part of the evening training.
It's good to know that he is that committed. He's also showing signs that, look, I'm not just thinking because I play for Arsenal and because I'm the assistant captain of the Arsenal youth team, I can just walk into the team. He's giving himself the fact that, look, I have to be professional about this. I have to fight for my place. I don't know these guys. I don't know how good they are. I need to go there and show them the stuff I'm made of. And that is exactly what he said to do. Hopefully we can get the best out of him.